I'm Grumps. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps. Don't you forget about me.
You know what's funny is you go back to the Simpson and then
Is that fun?
you open
Is that
up.
funny?
Yeah. It's funny that I do it.
Okay.
I'm not. The episodes aren't funny.
Okay.
But anyway, we start the episode and it's like, welcome back to Game Grumps. John was just. I'm in the process of completing the second water temple. Like.
What?
That's how they were.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if it was like a first episode of Game Grumps, like if we open this episode, it would be like, welcome back to Game Grumps. Right now, I think I'm gonna defeat the water temple.
You mean back in the day?
Yeah.
I also noticed that we were more jovial in general.
Well, that's just because we were.
Oh god.
We've become bitter old souls now.
Have we?
A little bit.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta evolve with the times.
The times of
Getting worse.
bitter and old.
Bitter, getting worse. No, I don't know. It's not that we got like bitter. It's just like at first we didn't really know each other as well. I think we talked about this, haven't we? We didn't really know each other as well, so it was just kind of like, look at that.
Oh yeah, we weren't like trying to offend each other.
Yeah, we really weren't. It was like,
and now it's just like, fuck off, John.
it's just like marriage at this point. Like is.
Well, I mean, we signed the papers.
It's
just pretty much official.
We really did. I don't know. It's funny. It's nice though, because it's always like at the end of the day, it's like, but he's got my back until I stop making him money.
And then he'll just take my back and never give it back.
He'll take my back as collateral.
So he will always have my back, but I won't have it. It'll just be his.
I think my favorite Game Grumps are just the ones where I'm not sure if I'm crossing the line. I'm like, is Aaron gonna be like, dude, stop. Don't talk about that.
That's when the game pauses and I look at you silently.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
And then you look over at me and I'm looking at you and you're like, oh no.
Does that happen?
Yeah, it's like once or twice maybe.
I don't know. I just love how sometimes we'll just be talking after Grumps. I'll just be like, I said something really racist, and you're like, just don't say those things.
Well, it's not. That's giving the wrong impression. I don't care. It's you, the one who cares. You say them and then you like regret it, and then you just kind of have a bad day for the rest of the day. And I'm like, why do you do that to yourself?
We should probably cut this.
Why?
Is it happening now? Is it happening now? Is it happening now? I don't know. Is it too much behind the scenes?
What is this that's behind the scenes? I'm sitting on a couch with you. I have a Super Nintendo controller in my hand, and there's a computer recording everything.
I don't know. I just don't want people. I want to make people happy. My favorite thing is to make people happy who are sad otherwise. Those are my favorite emails to get.
You make me happy by just being here. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's just
Jesus Christ.
I had an extreme itch. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Wait, you ever get those emails where they're like, when people are like, you know, I look forward to going home every day and watching Game Grumps.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's the reason I just.
Yeah. Those are the really good emails.
I don't know, that's just why.
The shitty ones are the people who are just like, I like you.
Those are also okay.
Nah, they suck.
I would. Jesus Christ.
Just joking.
I would have to say that's my like whatever. If I'm ever having a day where I'm like, can't go on Game Grumps, which doesn't usually happen, but if it does, then I'm just like, yeah, just gotta remember those guys who need me.
They don't need you.
They need me. They may not know it.
Well, they're the ones who say they need us, so I don't know.
Very good. Just kidding. I'm being like half joke.
Yeah, those are the best ones. Those are the best.
Where do you go?
You have to go up here and then go down the stairs, and there's a crank.
Hit him with your hook shot. Why don't you just walk past him?
Because I don't want to kill him. He splits into two, and then he's even harder to kill.
That's not true.
Because there's two.
But there might be.
Okay.
There might be a heart over there.
I haven't made this request in a long time.
What?
Can somebody remix that? Because that rhymed like a beautiful sonnet.
Wait, what was it?
Is it? I said, they'll be harder to hit because they'll be 2, and then you go, that's not true. it was like in the manner that we said it, it was perfect. Like it was timed perfectly.
Maybe you can add another part so that you can
watch this.
go.
Whoa!
Oh!
I know everything.
Rock and fucking roll.
I know everything, including the meaning of life, but I won't tell you and I won't share it because I feel.
Tell me that ever.
But I feel that the mystery is more because I heard it and I was like, ah.
You heard it and you're like, that disappointed me and I don't really want. It's better to be in the dark.
It's like when you like play a video game or something and you like it's like really hard and then you look up like a thing on a strategy guide or whatever and then you beat it and you're like, ugh.
That's like when...
And then somebody else is playing and they're like, this is really hard. You're just like, don't do it.
Yeah, it's like Braid or something. It's like, just fucking play the game. No, that's like when you're like, Mom, what is this about? And she's like, I don't want to tell you till you're older, but this is the reason. And you're just like, I could have just kept going without going.
And I think I just would have been better off.
I could have just kept going, not knowing that puppies die. I don't know, just something like, I'm trying to think of an example, just like, I remember the day I don't know if I talked about this on the show. I remember the day that I learned about Hitler.
Really?
Yeah, like my cousin, well, he's not technically my cousin, like a family friend. They're like Jewish or whatever, and he was just telling me about Hitler or something. I was like fucking like 7 or some shit. I don't remember how old I was. And he was like, yeah, dude, this guy killed like 6 million Jews. And I was like, what? Did he have a really big gun clip? Like, how did he do that? 6 nobody
6 whole million. Entire million.
How did he get through that many without somebody catching him? Like, that was my immediate thought when I heard that some guy named Hitler killed 6 million Jews. And then it's just like, honestly, the day you learn that, you're just like, wait, that can happen?
Yeah.
And you're just done. From that day, I think that was one of the days I lost my fucking innocence. Fuck you, Hitler.
Really? Wow.
What do you mean?
This is just interesting.
I mean, it's just kind of like a thing you learn.
The knowledge of Hitler is kind of omnipresent. I don't know. I can't remember the moment where I was like, oh, I learned about Hitler.
I remember for some reason because it was such a fucking shock. Just like hearing that, like, cause like you're a kid, right? So you're like, some guy actually did that. You're trying to fathom how that could happen in your existence.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting you say that because I actually did sort of have that revelation like recently.
What do you mean?
I was reading Tezuka's letter to Adolf, and
did Adolf get it?
Yeah, eventually. It took 2 mangas to get there. But
wait, really?
Yeah. But well, it's kind of a pun because there's 3 characters in the book named Adolf.
Oh.
But I was just reading it and it was like you know, I didn't really look that far into World War II ever in my life.
Yeah.
Or the Third Reich specifically.
Neither did I. You can't really see too far without a telescope.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Go on. That is things all blow up. Are they machinery?
It's just satisfying.
Go on, then.
So yeah, I was reading that and I was just like, when they were humanizing Hitler a little bit, I was like, he killed. It was like a revelation. I was like, murdered like 6 million Jews.
Not single-handedly,
but by his hand,
I suppose.
Like that was.
It's kind of everybody's fault in that whole regime.
Well, it was him that came out and he wrote Mein Kampf and all that shit.
Did he ever specifically state? Was he ever like, I'm gonna kill everybody? Did he ever say that?
Yeah.
When did he say that? I'm just curious.
It was like, it wasn't like because it's weird. That's the revelation you have is like, wait, how did that happen? How did all these people go, Heil Hitler? Like, yeah. It was a gradual process. But it was...
Well, they wanted to regain their former glory.
Yeah, well, because they were fresh off of World War I, and the Jews were already kind of in bad light because they refused to fight or whatever. And, so, he wrote Mein Kampf that was kind of like, it's because they are genetically inferior.
He actually wrote that shit?
Yeah.
I gotta read that. I always wanted to read Mein Kampf. I mean, it's fucking the words of Hitler.
Yeah.
It's like I'm reading. Like, isn't that, you know what's cool about books?
What's
you can
that?
experience someone's mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
From years.
Yeah, especially like a book that was written in like 1906.
Yeah, I mean, even like I'm talking about like ancient books. Like some guy that lived at like fucking 60 AD. You just read his fucking book and you're like, whoa, I'm in his brain! It's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, mine's Conf specifically.
Mine's Conf.
And it's like...
You have a copy of that lying around?
Yeah, I've got a couple.
I'm serious. Do you have a Mein Kampf?
I have some to let people borrow.
Whatever, I'll just look it up on Google Docs and Google Books. Everything on Google Docs.
Who the fuck would want to pay for that shit? Like,
what?
That's like that one book where you're like, I feel okay pirating that.
Yeah, wait a second! Who makes money on Mein Kampf? Like, who owns the rights to Mein Kampf?
I don't know, that's a good question. Is it public domain? I think it might be.
It might be, but somebody publishes it.
And you can buy it at a book.
So somebody makes money off Mein fucking Kampf. I hope it's like one of his sons. Did Hitler have kids?
I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I don't think so. I seriously don't know. He had like a mistress.
I think he had kids.
I have no idea. Hitler Jr.
Who knew?
John Hitler.
John Hitler.
Because nobody says Adolf, because Adolf's a real fucking name.
Why was her name Ava Braun?
His mistress?
That's not his wife.
Wait, Ava Braun?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because her name was Ava Braun? Did you ever think of that?
Get out of my life. Next time on Game Grumps, we're gonna talk less about Hitler, more about fun things like scuba diving and popsicles. Ooh, piece of heart.
Why do you think I enjoy scuba diving? Why would you assume that I would think that's fun? You don't even like it!
You're gonna get mad at me over fucking scuba diving? Fuck you. What the fuck, dude? Dude, fuck you. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Scuba diving is something that you can do with your dad.
Also go to the park?
You got
Also read a book.
Somebody, your dad. Mein Kampf! Bestseller in New York City!
Bestseller in New York City.
New York Times!